There are things you can do every day to take care of your brain. Exercising, eating well, getting plenty of sleep, staying mentally active, and staying connected with friends and family are all great for your brain. Prevagen can help supplement these good habits because it's made for your brain. Add Prevagen to your daily routine and give your brain the care it deserves. Prevagen, for your brain.
This back to school, no need for math. With our lowest price guarantee at Shoe Carnival. No bargain hunting, no price comparing, no number crunching. Just the lowest prices on everything in store, like Adidas, New Balance, Crocs, and must-have brands up to 30% off. So save the math for pizza night. Hurry into Shoe Carnival today for our lowest price guarantee, where back to school always adds up to saving.
50% off! The Habitat for Humanity Restore is the thrift superstore, and now there's another reason to shop. For a limited time, 50% off all exercise equipment. Looking for something like elliptical, vélo, département, ski machine, not exercise equipment. Every visit is different because our inventory changes daily, but one thing never changes: great deals. Stop by the Restore on Scenic. Every donation, every purchase helps build, repair, and revitalize homes and our community.
Exploring the Ozarks, presented by Branson IMAX Entertainment Complex.
We'll show you some fun things to do and see right here in our little corner of the Ozarks.
See where they end up. You just might see them in your neck of the woods.
So join us on Unscripted for Exploring the Ozarks.
Today's Daily Pledge is proudly sponsored by Menards.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's Daily Pledge is proudly sponsored by Menards.
Coming up this morning on Daybreak, the historic hailstorm that struck the Ozarks is 3 months behind us, but some are still feeling the effects. What you can do for relief. Then a devastating earthquake shook Colombia. Hear from one of the people preparing to send workers and supplies near the epicenter. These stories and more this morning on Daybreak.
This is Ozarks First News, Daybreak.
Hope you guys are having a good morning. It is Tuesday, August 11th. I'm Stoker Wieczorek. Carissa, she's off today. We got meteorologist Tom Schmidt for a first look at your weather. Tom, it's looking pretty much similar until next week. I mean, this is the first time, the first week in a while that I've seen rain chances not pop up on Friday.
I know. Yeah, that's good news, right, man? I finally have a dry Friday for us coming our way.
Yeah.
It has been a while. It's going to come with some heat, though. It's going to get real hot as we go through the work week. Let's take a look at it. Look at the quad box right now from Beaver Lake, Table Rock Lake, Downson Casino, and the Springfield Square camera. A lot of sunshine coming in, sunny and hot and humid for today. Nice looking sunrise, though, especially at those lakes across northern Arkansas and southern Missouri. 94 was the high temperature yesterday in Springfield. Got to 99 in Joplin with hundreds just to the south and west across parts of Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. We'll be in the middle 90s again for today. This morning is already in the middle 70s to upper 70s, 80 right now out in Joplin. On our way to the big 95 mark here in Springfield. Could be 100 degrees today in the west. Either way you cut, it's going to be hot, sunny, and muggy out there with a steady southwest breeze. And the heat is on all week long, progressively hotter day by day. 95 today, 96 tomorrow, 97 Thursday, upper 90s through the weekend as well. Then, as Stoker was saying, it's not until next week we've introduced some changes in here. Might find some rain. We'll get rid of the extreme heat for a little bit. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
All right, Tom, thank you. It's been nearly 3 months since that historic hailstorm hit the Ozarks in April, with people still waiting on repairs. From holes in roofs causing leaks to car repairs for their hoods and windshields, residents are waiting for when crews become available. And Ozarks First spoke to people in one neighborhood about how they were and continue to be affected.
Some have like huge holes in their roofs. Some have like the little rain drains. That's completely off because all the ice got hit with it. They got to fix a lot of things. There could be a lot of holes and a lot of leakage and stuff.
This is probably the worst storm we've ever seen in our market for sure. And I've been doing this almost 18 years. So from a scheduling standpoint, for hail repairs, we are out past the first of the year, which is highly unusual to be that far out.
And if you have yet to file a claim, you can find out how on this story through our website. That's ozarksfirst.com. New details this morning. A 32-year-old man is dead after a shooting Sunday evening in West Springfield. Police say Paxton Barnett died from his injuries and that an arrest has been made in the case. Ozarks First spoke to neighbors near where the shooting took place on Water Street near College and Scenic. One of the people had security video that he had previously given to police. And in that video, we see Barnett go to the passenger side of a car and a person go to the driver's door before the shooting happens. We spoke to several neighbors who tell us that they heard a commotion, a loud bang, and then sirens as police responded.
I was watching TV and I heard the gunshot, and we came outside and the car was already gone. 10 minutes later, the cops and paramedics and everybody showed up. It's kind of weird. This should be a nice, safe little community, but that kind of does not feel like it anymore.
This is Springfield's 8th homicide of 2026, and while Springfield had been on a 3-year decline from 2023, the city is on pace to exceed last year's total of 10. It's now time for your morning traffic report. We're going to take a look here at West Kansas. This is thanks to our photographer, Jackson. Looking smooth over there. A lot of cars in the opposite direction there. Now we're going to take a live look at Campbell and Walnut Lawn. We got no incidents to report this morning. A great start to our Tuesday. This is all thanks to our Ozarks traffic cameras. Right now, nothing going on over there as far as we can see for Campbell and Walnut. We'll continue to look at the conditions throughout the morning to help you guys plan out your day. 2 helicopter pilots who crashed while fighting a wildfire in Utah have died. The pilots were killed while a helicopter went down on Friday morning while fighting the fire at the Fish Lake National Forest. The crash ignited a new fire that has now burned 174 square miles. The pilots have not been identified, and the NTSB will investigate once a team is able to examine the wreckage. It's expected to take at least a year to find the cause. This will be the 5th heat wave of the summer season, and temperatures across France are expected to top 104 degrees Fahrenheit for much of the week. In the UK, the thermometer is expected to get in the 90s. The hot temperatures started in early May and haven't let up, and that's contributed to record wildfires in Spain and France this summer. And more than 100 people have died in a powerful earthquake in Colombia. The quake's magnitude registered 7.4. Thousands of buildings suffered major damage, some of them collapsing. It's Colombia's strongest earthquake since 1999. The quake comes at a time when Colombia and other countries are trying to help neighboring Venezuela recover from back-to-back earthquakes in June. Now they're trying to coordinate their own response with limited resources.
Yeah, it can be chaotic. For example, in one of the larger cities like Cali, there could be disruptions in providing healthcare. We heard of one hospital that crumbled, unfortunately.
The quake also happened just days after the swearing in of a new president in Colombia. All right, coming up, President Trump signs a controversial new executive order on childhood vaccinations. And a new report claims the president took a secret trip while overseas. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
See Marcus Allen, a legendary football icon, as the keynote speaker for the 2026 Boys and Girls Club Thanks for Giving Gala.
Hi everyone, it's Marcus Allen here. I am looking forward to seeing everyone October 20th at the Boys and Girls Club Gala at the Branson Convention Center. Now growing up, the Boys and Girls Club was a big part of my life, guys, so looking forward to seeing everybody there. We'd love your support.
Go to bgcozarks.org to learn more. Ozarks First, a proud community sponsor.
Driving to work? What's up ahead? Find out before you leave home by watching Daybreak's traffic report. See live traffic cams, accident locations, and construction sites. Ozarks First Daybreak traffic reports, sponsored by Aaron Sachs & Associates.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality assures value. Our people make the difference.
Summertime should be fun time, and I hope it is for you and your family. You may be feeling this summer heat making you less comfortable in your home. That's probably because your windows are failing. If high gas prices are keeping you from replacing your windows, we want to help. While it's still hot and while the gas prices are still high, we're offering a permanent solution to your window needs. Right now, we're offering buy one, get one 50% off new energy efficient polymer composite windows. Click.
Watch Two Dudes in a Doppler on Ozarks First Plus.
I like weather. I'm passionate about weather. I get excited about weather.
And then your job, ironically, puts you inside, away from the storms that you really want to see.
Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
Welcome back. New overnight, President Trump signed an executive order to revamp childhood vaccinations. Part of it calls for the separation of the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccination, better known as MMR. Trump told reporters that, quote, he's seen vaccinations the size of a bottle of soda poured into children and that they can cause bad side effects. But experts have pushed back on his claims against vaccinations. They say there are decades of studies and consensus that vaccines are safe, and Trump's claim could prompt new infections.
You know, the expression is we have really no choice, and nothing bad can happen from what we're doing. Nothing bad can happen. It's possible it doesn't work. I don't think that's much of a possibility, frankly. We're going to learn a lot, and we could get, if we could go back 20 years, 25 years, something happened in between that would lead us to the kind of numbers that we're seeing.
Again, experts say the risk for serious side effects from the MMR vaccine is extremely low, and spacing out the vaccine could open kids up to new infections. Ultimately, states have the authority when it comes to childhood vaccination recommendations. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends children ages 6 months and older get this year's flu shot. This year's shot is expected to become available by the end of October. The United Nations is warning that conflict is growing in Yemen, and it's connected to the war in Iran. Saudi Arabia backs the government, but Iran backs the Houthi rebels, and they attacked a port city. 7 people were killed, including 4 from the government's military forces. 30 more people were injured, and there's serious damage to the port, which is crucial to the area's economy. There's been a truce since 2022, but attacks started about a month ago with a Saudi airstrike on an airport runway. President Trump, meanwhile, responds to Iran's new demands with one of his own. The president posting on Truth Social that he wants compensation for the Americans killed in combat and the families of Iranian protesters that the regime has killed over the last 50 years, included in any future negotiations. Later, he also demanded Iran also pay for damages and deaths caused in Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and Gaza. The posts come a day after Iran announced it won't reopen the Strait of Hormuz unless the U.S. accepts its conditions. The list of demands includes lifting the naval blockade of Iranian ports, withdrawing military, unfreezing assets, and paying for war damages.
I think the president needs to come out and speak forcefully on what the path forward is. And at some point, it may be that path forward works or not, but at least there needs to be that dialogue with the American people.
I am prepared to support a bad deal to end this war and reopen the strait, because the only deal that is available at this point in time is a terrible bad deal, but the war needs to end.
The two sides are exchanging messages through intermediaries, and the White House insists progress is being made. Still to come, there's a sweet little squirrel monkey stealing hearts at a Chicago zoo. But before that, we want to check back in with meteorologist Tom Schmidt. I'm taking a look at that graphic there behind you, Tom, and it's looking like there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's going to be like that for a little bit.
Looking good, right? This is Table Rock Lake from our Pinnacle Branson Auto Group camera. Things look nice, a lot of sunshine coming in. It's going to be hot and sunny and steamy day for today, much like yesterday. A whole week lining up for us just like it. Your forecast coming up next.
Join the fun with Maddie Conklin, only on Unscripted.
Your old car is worth money at Auto by Rent. Push it, pull it, or drag it. Your trade-in is worth at least $2,000. Car, truck, motorcycle, running or not. If it's got wheels, we'll take it. And don't worry about credit. At Auto by Rent, you're approved.
With over a century of paint expertise, Dutch Boy knows how to make your painting projects quick and easy. Discover the quality and convenience of Dutch Boy paints at Menards, where you'll find everything to bring your vision to life. Maximize your curb appeal with Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It provides max adhesion, hide, and performance while repelling rain in just 90 minutes after application. Get a gallon starting at a value of $48.94 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey America, ready to feel fireworks? At In the Garden of Eden, we've got naughty but nice lingerie that makes every woman feel like a bombshell patriot. Visit In the Garden of Eden, where liberty meets lingerie. God bless America.
Hy-Vee Hot Deals means more savings. Just Bare chicken breast, only $4.99. General Mills cereal, $2.99 each when you buy 2. Fresh raspberries, 2 for $5. Jack's Pizza, 3 for $9. Pepsi and Coke, $5.99 each when you buy 3. And Sara Lee bread, only $2.99. The hot deals are at Hy-Vee.
What makes a Medicare Advantage plan actually work for its members?
When I call Devoted, my questions are always answered. I'm not shuffled around.
A Medicare plan that works has to have real values. The stuff that, regardless of the outcome, stays constant.
You're not just hit and miss, dependable. I mean, you got everything going for you. You got your ducks in a row, let's put it that way. Devoted means voted.
Real value, real values, the real deal. Visit devoted.com to learn more.
The Ozarks First Storm Tracker, taking you closer to severe weather than ever before, giving you a real-time view of what's happening now. The Ozarks First Storm Tracker, sponsored by Multiply Credit Union.
Be done with your old car, and Auto by Rent will give you $2,000 minimum trade allowance. Not running? I'll tow it and give you 30 days payment-free with bumper-to-bumper warranty. Don't worry about your credit. At Auto by Rent, you're approved.
Find what you need for your kitchen at Arctic Food Equipment.
All right, folks, looking at the quad box this morning. Beautiful looking sunrise from Lake of the Ozarks, from our Ozark Haven Healthcare camera as well, and Table Rock Lake and the RDOT camera, courtesy RDOT, down in Omaha, Arkansas, overlooking Highway 65 over Cricket Creek. 74 degrees here in Springfield, 77 Branson, 78 Lake Ozark, 80 folks down in Joplin. My gosh, it's warm out there for the morning. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, helping move the air around, which is a good thing on a day like today. Looking at satellite and radar, clear skies, like we saw on those cameras, no clouds out there at all. There is a heat advisory in the orange. It's going to last through Wednesday, likely going to be extended through the weekend. Also, extreme heat warning, counties in purple to the north and west. The difference is higher humidity, higher heat index temperatures to the northwest, and not as cool in the overnights either. So it's going to be a little warmer north of I-44 through and through on the week. Fishing forecast today, yeah, it's a hot one. 95 degrees, mainly sunny. UV is going to be very high, about 9 to 10 for today. There will be a little bit of wildfire smoke in the air today, but nothing crazy. And heat index today, about 101 degrees for the afternoon. Southwest winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour. No rain expected, not just today, but most of the week, right? The storm track staying up to our north, still going through northern Missouri and Illinois. And occasionally, some of those storm complexes that are passing by may clip parts of central Missouri. But we're generally going to be keeping the area dry, the exception being a line from about, we'll say, near Versailles, and so parts of Morgan County over towards Rolla. Okay, so just those very few counties, Morgan, Miller, Marys, and Phelps counties, may see some rain chances occasionally this week. But generally, for the rest of us, all that rain stays to our north. We're staying dry, hot, and sunny this week. Next 7 days, rain chances slim to none, right? So that's because we got the summer ridge firmly in place through the work week, all right? And then it gets kicked off to the west. This will be taking place over the weekend. And by Sunday, we're going to drop a cold front in here. Not going to cool us down much, but that will bring back the rain chances. Looks like early Monday into Tuesday of early next week, we'll find the chance of rain come back to the forecast. But between now and then, very hot, very sticky, and very sunny. 95 degrees for today to get us going here. Mostly sunny with a southwest wind. Tonight, middle 70s, about 76 tonight in Springfield. Tomorrow, 96, some hundreds off to the west, possible for your Wednesday. Wednesday night, 77 in Springfield, and Thursday, 97. A little warmer each day, right? And a couple hundreds beginning to show up off to the west and northwest on your Thursday. Friday, upper 90s. We'll keep that trend going through the weekend. And then Stoker, we do cool things down a little bit early next week. Go from 97 on Sunday to 93. Might find some rain, too, mixed in there. Sunday late into Monday.
Little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I was saying, like, I'm trying to look for a weekend to go camping with my wife, but it just seems like all the ones where we have availability, it's so hot.
Yeah, I don't want to go there, right? That'd be a sweaty night in the tent. You're looking for probably going to be like fall. You really just got to wait until, like, I don't know, late September, October.
Okay.
Then it starts to get really nice around here.
Okay, yeah.
Just wait. There's some great things to do around here in the fall. Camping's one of them.
Okay, I will consider that because in Pennsylvania, you don't normally camp in the fall, you camp in the summer. But here, it's a lot warmer.
Oh, man, a whole lot warmer, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, there's a new baby at the Brookfield Zoo. This little squirrel monkey was born June 30th. It's part of the Tropic World exhibit and is already out and about. Look at him. You can see the baby with Mom Gizmo riding on her chest or back while spending time with the rest of the troop. Dad Sandy is a first-time father. Squirrel monkeys are known for their ability to leap from tree to tree using their long tails for balance. You know, maybe I've seen one of these before in like a documentary or something with like David Attenborough or something, but I've never like actually knew what their name was, or I just was a kid and wasn't paying attention. I was just like, ooh, animal, you know?
I don't know. You're like, oh, look, a monkey.
We've been seeing a lot of monkeys, it seems like, what, every other week?
Kidding. Thanks to Punch, popularizing the monkeys.
Do you want to punch? No, I'm kidding. No. No.
I think about it. There's not even a headline with this. A baby monkey was born.
A baby monkey was born. I mean, it's a unique species, right? So, like, Punch looks a lot different than this. Like, he's a macaque, right? This is a squirrel monkey. So, they're like from, and this one's in the U.S. Punch was in Japan, right?
Right, yeah. But there's no story here.
Yeah.
A monkey was born in the zoo. There you go.
Bit of differences, but oh well. All right, well, the city of Albuquerque's Parks and Recreation Department in New Mexico hosted the annual doggy paddle event at a local pool with recent record-breaking heat. Dozens of dogs splashed, swam, and played in the water before the facility closes for the season. They look like they're having a lot of fun there. I want to do this whenever it gets to these high temperatures we're going to see on your forecast, Tom. And attendees say, yeah, this events like this gives pets a rare opportunity to enjoy the water and provide a fun community gathering for dog owners. Yeah. And it looks like people can swim in the pool with the dogs too. That's nice.
Oh,
you know?
What fun. I'm sure it's perfectly clean.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm not getting in that water. Are you kidding me?
That one's like calling. It's like, that one was moving, the white one. And I'm sure, like, well, I guess if it's regardless if it's like white or black fur, usually dogs are fine because the fur just shields you from the heat. It's like an insulator from the hot and the cold.
A little bit, maybe. I feel like a black dog, though, don't they kind of absorb more?
I believe so. Maybe. I know black absorbs more heat.
Yeah, so is it true also for fur color?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. All right, well, we have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. Wherever you like to scroll, you can find us. Don't forget to download our apps. Just check out our website as well. That's ozarksfirst.com. We'll be right back.
What does $7 get you at Sonic? The real question is, what doesn't it get you? Enjoy a full meal plus premium chicken bites for just $7. Live free, eat Sonic.
Join the fun with Jeremy Rabe, only on Unscripted.
In Washington, information is power. Get it here with The Hill Insider, the brand new digital subscription from The Hill. Join thousands of other readers who trust The Hill for nonpartisan politics and policy news as they take you deeper than ever. Get direct access to the conversations shaping Washington with premium content, members-only briefings, and exclusive reporting from the inside. Because before it's news, it's in The Hill Insider. Join today.
At Schuber Mitchell, We're building new construction homes that blend classic masonry exteriors with elevated, luxurious interiors, all at an affordable price. We take pride in our simple, transparent process, which makes buying your dream home easier than ever. Our floor plans range between a cozy 1,200 square foot cottage to a spacious 3,000 square foot home. We can help you find that perfect place where you and your whole family will love coming home.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, Hank?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out.
Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
This is a work boot you'll find at a big box store.
And this is a Thorogood work boot you'll find at Top Tier Line Gear. The difference is clear. At Top Tier Line Gear, we sell the professional quality boots, tools, clothing, and gear you need to get the job done safely and properly.
From Thorogood boots to safety gear and FR clothing, we're stocked with the top tier equipment you need but can't find anywhere else.
Please visit our store in Hollister, just off 65.
Or shop online anytime.
Top Tier Line Gear, built by linemen, trusted by crews.
Hello, I'm Dr. Hassenplug, and I'm going to be honest with you. I may not be your cup of tea. You've got to gel with your dentist. We know a lot of people have dental anxiety, and at Driftwood Dental, we love making people laugh. I generally have enough dad jokes to make even the toughest patient crack a smile.
Carissa Cordell, weekday mornings on Ozarks First.
Iceland is preparing for a rare total solar eclipse this Wednesday, which is the country's first eclipse since 1954. It is expected to last a little over 2 minutes, but one small village of about 400 people is bracing for thousands of guests as they host a 5-day eclipse festival.
The festival we are lucky to host, it's gonna bring 3,000-4,000 people, but that stays for 4 or 5 days. But on the day of the eclipse, we never know how many are going to be here, so it's probably tens of thousands. And we have, it's a small town, so we're trying to prepare.
And experts say it could be more than 150 years before the path of totality returns to Iceland. Meanwhile, F-16 fighter jets were scrambling over New Jersey after 2 small planes entered airspace over the president. NORAD confirms the 2 planes were safely escorted out of the area. The space was off limits while the president was attending a golf tournament at his club in Bedminster, New Jersey. Teams across Indiana, meanwhile, are testing their strength to support those with intellectual disabilities. The 25th annual Plane Pole Challenge was held at FedEx Express World Hub. Teams tried their hand at moving an 82-ton Boeing 757 jetliner. All the money raised benefiting Special Olympics Indiana. And this is Special Olympics Indiana's largest single-day fundraiser of the year.
It's just really important to support causes like this, especially for Indiana, the state of Indiana. And I love all the athletes.
An award went to the fastest team in each division, and top fundraisers were also granted awards for supporting Special Olympics Indiana. We have original content we can't fit into our newscast here. It's on our streaming app, Ozarks First Plus, that includes our morning show, Vibe O'Clock, and you can check out this sneak peek from yesterday's episode.
Greetings, Vibelings.
Could just, call in, but say hi themselves.
They could.
But I understand.
Calling
Sorry,
in?
we have a live caller
Oh
on
my God.
Vibes. Hey, who's this?
Let's hear it.
This is Maddie Conklin calling in.
Maddie!
Talking some smack.
Oh, wow.
So I thought I'd crash the pod real quick. So
I love it.
Nice.
All right.
All right, you guys, keep the vibes high.
Will do, as always, and you guys too.
High vibes indeed over there on Ozarks First Plus, which you can download for free on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku. And still to come here on Daybreak, a Missouri woman is pushing for a new law when it comes to road rage. Why she says the law is important. And a Christian County police making a break in a 30-year-old cold case. What we know about the investigation and the man indicted for murder.
We're all looking for ways to save and stretch that dollar.
Not sure what to do after a motorcycle crash? Call Aaron Sachs and Associates. Here's a fact: the road can be a tricky place for motorcycles. If you've been injured on a motorcycle, get the facts and the help you need. Call Aaron Sachs and Associates.
Every week, Ozarks First features a high school athlete that deserves recognition, and you can nominate them by going to ozarksfirst.com. Click the button, then tell us why this athlete is exceptional. It's that easy. Let's show our support. Sponsored by Midwest Technical Institute.
At Springfield Kia, we know summer is made for road trips, weekend getaways, and late-night drives. If you've been thinking about a new SUV, the Kia Sportage is your best option. So stop by and check one out today. And right now, you can get 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 26 Sportage, or lease one for just $249 a month for 24 months. No hidden fees, no surprises, just straight-up savings. At Springfield Kia, we really do make it easy for you.
You've heard me call the biggest moments in Chiefs history. Now I'm inviting you to watch them right here on Ozarks First.
Download the Ozarks First Plus app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device to stream the Kansas City Chiefs preseason.
Hy-Vee hot deals means more savings. This week, just bare chicken breast only $4.99. Large size General Mills cereal just $2.99 each when you buy 2. Fresh blackberries or raspberries 2 for $5. Jack's Pizza 3 for $9. Pepsi and Coke $5.99 each when you buy 3. Sara Lee bread only $2.99. Lean Cuisine or Stouffer's entrees 4 for $10. Hamburger Helper only $1.78. Banquet pot pies 97 cents. Cheez-Its $2.99 and ground beef $5.88. The hot deals are at Hy-Vee.
We don't think about water, we just turn on the tap.
Or when we brush our teeth, make coffee, or put our kids to bed. But for millions of families around the world, it's all they think about.
They think about where to find it, if it's safe, and how the water they're drinking might affect their health. I've seen firsthand how WorldServe is making a difference in the developing world, bringing clean water into communities and changing families' lives.
Give today and change someone's life forever with the gift of clean water.
Accidents don't just happen 9 to 5. They happen when you least expect them. Nights, weekends, holidays, you name it. That's why Aaron Sachs and Associates is here for you 24/7. Seriously injured? Call Aaron Sachs and Associates.
Welcome back to Daybreak. It is just now 6:30 on your Tuesday morning. I'm Stoker Wieczorek. A 32-year-old man is dead after a shooting Sunday evening in West Springfield. Police say Paxton Barnett died from his injuries and that an arrest has been made in the case. This is Springfield's 8th homicide of 2026. For more information on the shooting and what neighbors have to say, just head to the story on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Meanwhile, 2 women from Joplin are facing stealing charges after allegedly taking over $1,000 worth of product from the Springfield Buc-ee's last year. Official documents say Jennifer Kem and Tanya Wilson were caught on camera leaving the store without paying on March 12th of last year. For more information on the theft and when they are due in court, just check out this story on our website, ozarksfirst.com. All right, now we want to get a check of the forecast to help you plan out your day. Looking at some cool stuff right here, Tom. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. It's looking almost like a pastel painting with how gorgeous the sunrise is looking.
Good, right from Ozark, and also here from the downstream Casino Resort camera just across state line. Sunny skies through and through. Going to be another hot and sunny one out there for today. Nice for the morning. This is what it's going to be like, though, for the afternoon. Low 100s. This is from yesterday. The heat index value was 101 in Springfield, 102 in Joplin, but the real intense heat has been down to our west and southwest, 105 plus down in Oklahoma. We're going to find some of that hot air, try to blow in for the rest of the week. Temperatures right now, 74 degrees in Springfield. We've got middle to upper 70s generally across the area. Steady south wind this morning. We'll find a southwest breeze, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Temperatures 95 plus out there for the afternoon today. 95 and sunny in Springfield. Very, very hot. And the heat is on all week long. Today, tomorrow, Thursday, into the weekend. Middle to upper 90s with heat index values at 100 to 105 degrees at times. It's not going away on that 7-day. Now, at the end of the 7-day, early next week, looks like Sunday night into Monday, we'll find maybe a chance of rain, slight cool down. We'll take what we can get. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
Indeed, Tom. Thank you. There has been a major break in Christian County cold case. A grand jury has indicted a suspect in the murder of a man from Bruner in 1997. James Deckard of Sparta is facing murder charges for the death of John W. Hausch. The victim was found dead from a shotgun wound in the garage of his home on November 18, 1997.
What happens at that point is the criminal process starts then automatically in circuit court, and they kind of bypass the associate circuit level.
The Christian County Sheriff's Office says after years of efforts, the case eventually went cold before last year, where investigators took a look at the case again, leading to the arrest of Deckard. He is expected to appear in court for a hearing today. A mother whose 2 boys were shot and killed in a suspected road rage incident last year is now trying to create a new law. In May of last year, Jordan and Richard Neal were in a car with their family when they almost got into a wreck. St. Louis police say another car pulled up beside the Neals and opened fire. Their mother, Jonisha Hillard, has started a new petition to create tougher laws surrounding road rage. It calls for stricter penalties for violent cases, mandatory education for drivers, and more resources for police.
People get angry and upset over just nonsense. And when it gets to that, it needs to be preventable. So this is why I think this law will be important.
All right, guys, we're now going to check on your traffic this morning. We're going to take a look here. Thanks to our photographer, Jackson. This is College Street. We're actually taking a turn now, so I can't be certain if that's what we're looking at. But the sunrise is looking gorgeous, and the traffic is flowing smoothly over there. Good stuff. Now we're going to take a live look at US 65 and I-44 South. No incidents to report. Great to hear. Barely any traffic to slow you down. We'll continue to check out these conditions throughout the morning to help you guys plan out your commute. Students and teachers, meanwhile, will be heading back to the classroom as soon as next week, marking the start of illness season. Doctors say as you spend more time indoors and in close contact with others, prevention is the best solution. They're urging parents to teach kids how to properly wash their hands and keep hand sanitizer and tissues with them.
Providing things like hand sanitizer, especially if kids can't easily and frequently wash their hands, hand soap, tissues so that kids can go ahead and blow their noses and throw it away.
Doctors also stress staying hydrated, eating balanced meals, and getting enough sleep each night helps to keep your children healthy. And speaking of health in the classroom, President Trump signs an executive order changing up vaccine recommendations for America's children. Trump is wanting to break up the combined MMR vaccine covering measles, mumps, and rubella, a vaccine that's been around since 1971.
We want it in 3 separate vaccinations, given at separate times. Together, there could be a possibility they're quite lethal, and separately, it looks like they are not at all lethal, but just very effective.
According to the CDC, no published scientific evidence shows any benefit in separating the combination MMR vaccine into 3 individual shots, though it all acknowledges the vaccine has a very small risk of febrile seizures or allergic reactions. The president's order is a recommendation, and states would ultimately have the final say on vaccine requirements. Meanwhile, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announcing overhauls at the FDA. Kennedy says he is targeting what's known as GRAS, or for long term, it's General Recognized as Safe Food designations. It allows companies to certify certain substances added to their food products as safe by experts, all without government oversight.
Industry hijacked the loophole and drove a convoy of chemical trucks through it straight into the American food supply.
Kennedy also says the Trump administration submitted the federal government's first definition of ultra-processed food for final review. Well, don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. We got fun videos and other need-to-know news for you from your communities. You can find us TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and X. And don't forget to download our apps and check out our website, ozarksfirst.com. Coming up, a bike rally is coming to the Show Me State in less than a month. Check out who will be making an appearance in America's City next.
So here's my back to school haul. Backpack from Cali, kicks from Lose, accessories by me, and new fast internet from Mediacom. Our basic internet was not going to cut it. See you in class.
Go back to school with fiber-powered internet and Wi-Fi from Mediacom. Save on Internet 300, including Eero Wi-Fi with advanced online security and parental controls. Get Internet 300 for $30 a month locked in for 2 years. Call or shop online.
I'm Tony DeCopel. The CBS Evening News is the story of America one day at a time. I'm Tony. While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
Are you struggling to navigate the complex world of workers' compensation law? At the Ryan E. Murphy Law Firm, we specialize in workers' compensation. We'll fight to get the benefits you deserve. At the Ryan E. Murphy Law Firm, work comp is all we do. Call the Ryan E. Murphy Law Firm today.
It's time to transform your home with Pella Windows and Doors. We have windows or doors for any home and every budget. Come visit our showroom or schedule your in-home appointment today at 448 West Battlefield or visit PellaSpringfield.com.
My grandkids show no fear when tackling the stairs. I can't say the same for me anymore. Mobility City suggested several solutions to make my home safer and more accessible. In no time, the idea of falling downstairs was gone forever. They even made getting to my garage easier and safer. Now when I go out to have lunch with family or friends, I'm not worried anymore. My home is mine again because of Mobility City.
For all of your sales, service, and rental mobility needs, Mobility City.
This is Nick Bolton, and you're watching Chiefs football on Ozarks First.
Welcome back. Buffalo Bill fans are sounding the alarm after the team held an open practice to debut their new stadium you can see here. But the problem was many of the seats have obstructed views. The pictures went viral on social media over the weekend, and fans say they were disappointed with the obstructed views, especially because of the cost of the seats. One fan says a personal seat license for the club level, get this, it's $20,000 per seat, and those costs don't include the actual tickets to a game.
It's very disappointing, certainly, and you feel, I don't want to say betrayed, but, you know, a little frustrated, and the fact that was not disclosed was disappointing, to say the least.
The Bills told our sister station in Buffalo they're addressing feedback and they're refining details as they get ready for the regular season. The Chiefs play the Bills in that new stadium on Thanksgiving night. And here's a live look over Sturgis, South Dakota from the Kiloland live camera. The famed Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is back for its 86th year and it will run through this Sunday. And if you have motorcycle fever, there is a major bike rally in Branson next month. The Harley-Davidson National HOG Rally will be there September 10th through the 12th. Plus, if you are into music, rock musician and Full Throttle frontman Jesse James Dupree and his band Jackal are heading to Branson for September's rally to perform live on the 12th, completely free of charge. And as Dupree says, it's America's city.
Just recently opened up a Full Throttle distillery restaurant down in Branson, Missouri, which is America's city. I mean, it really is something right out of a movie. I mean, it's America's city, and we put a partnership together between the Full Throttle, the city of Branson, and the Harley-Davidson Motor Company. And we're going to be producing Full Throttle Branson Bike Week, hosting the first national hog rally since COVID.
Meanwhile, back here in the Metro, the Springfield Police Department will be hosting their National Night Out at Meter Park starting at 5 this afternoon. The family-friendly event is completely free and brings the community together to enjoy music, free food, along with tours of police, fire, and safety vehicles. And at the end of the event, Springfield firefighters and police officers will face off in a softball game from 7 to 8. And also SPD will be giving out free Lieutenant Dan stickers, plus a possibility of catching the legend in the fur. And before that, we want to check back in with meteorologist Tom Schmidt as we head into break here. Tom, the sun is rising and it's looking gorgeous, but it's looking hot too.
A little warm outside, that's for sure. We're going to find temperatures today in the 90s again this morning, warm and humid. And we'll get that 90 degrees by the time we get to the lunchtime hours. So very, very hot. A little bit of wind out there that'll help keep the humidity at bay a little bit. It's still going to be hot and muggy. Not just one day, all week long. We'll take a look at that forecast next.
This is Xavier Worthy, and you're watching Chiefs football on Ozarks First.
World class. At Shriners Children's, we're the largest network of pediatric orthopedic specialists in America, with access to the best doctors and procedures for everything from common to complex conditions. We're doing things no one else does, like leading today's research to shape tomorrow's care, redefining what kids needing care can do, and providing a world-class standard of care for empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
If you have cracks in your walls, or doors and windows that stick, or a settling foundation, there's only one local family-owned company to call: Thrasher Foundation Repair. Only Thrasher has been fixing foundations in the Midwest for more than 50 years. Only Thrasher has over 34,000 five-star reviews. Don't wait to fix your foundation. Join over 200,000 customers who will tell you there's only one company to call: Thrasher Foundation Repair.
At Acura Springfield, our vehicles are crafted with precision and designed for purpose. They are built for those who expect more, because true luxury isn't loud. Lease a 2026 Acura MDX technology all-wheel drive for just $399 a month for 36 months and enjoy a premium driving experience. Perfect for both daily commutes and weekend adventures. So come by the dealership or check us out online at Acura Springfield. Luxury starts here.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one with Stay Clean technology, so your home stays beautiful longer. A gallon starts at a value of $21.79 after rebate. Pristine Exterior is Dutch Boy's most durable paint for all weather protection. With its rain rinse technology, water naturally rinses away dirt and grime. Plus, it resists cracking and peeling. A gallon starts at a value of $59.98 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, folks, looking at the Ozark Haven Healthcare camera, things are looking nice and sunny. This is kind of like if you've ever seen the movie Riddick with Vin Diesel. Today's going to be like that, right? It's just going to, sun comes up, great ball of fire, we just scorch the earth today, right? Middle 90s, upper 90s for this afternoon. It's going to be that kind of a day and that kind of a week going forward from here. 74 degrees for us in Springfield now, 75 in Raleigh, 77 in Branson. Winds are from the south, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's going to help keep the air moving around, which is a good thing on a day like today. Humid, yes. Hot, yes. But the motion is going to help keep things, moving around. That's good news. Dew points right now, 70 degrees this morning in Springfield, which is pretty humid. We're sitting right there on the line between humid and very humid. It's going to be a little sticky out there today, very similar to yesterday. Looking at satellite and radar, keeping those skies clear for the morning. A few clouds off to our north and northeast. A little bit of rain, too, and this is where the rain track is going to be across Iowa, at times northern Missouri, and parts of Illinois and Indiana, all right? So more rain for the upper Midwest towards the Great Lakes. At times, some of these rain systems passing by may clip parts of central Missouri. Not today, maybe tomorrow and Thursday, but otherwise, you're keeping things fairly dry. Today, hot and sunny, warm and muggy for the morning, heating up quickly. Heat index already around 100 degrees by 1 o'clock, and then we'll be in the low 100s for the afternoon, about 95 today in Springfield. Rain chances, again, pretty slim to none, maybe 10%, but it's going to be trouble in there to get anything going. Dry practically through Sunday. Sunday night, we got a cold front that's going to come in. It's going to boost our rain chances a little bit early next week. Going to cool us down a little bit as well. Still hot in the 90s, but we'll trade out the upper 90s for the lower 90s early next week. So the big picture is heat dome strengthens over the south and east through the week, okay, through your Saturday. Things are going to stay hot. Then by Sunday, late Sunday, this cold front's going to blow in. It's going to get close to the area. Bring in some clouds, bring in some rain chances too. Sunday late, Monday, and maybe even Tuesday as well. So early next week, we've got a little hope on the horizon for us with that system coming in with some changes. It's a long ways off, though. 95 degrees for today, sunny, hot, humid, southwest wind, a little breezy, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Middle 70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, 96, a couple hundreds off to the west. Tomorrow night, upper 70s. Warmer still Thursday, 97, a couple hundreds still off to the west and northwest. That 7-day forecast shows no real relief in sight the next 6 or 7 days. pretty hot still, middle to upper 90s through and through. And then Stoker, looks like Sunday, we're going to find maybe a slight change as we go to early next week. Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, a little cooler, but still in the 90s, and bring rain chances back to the forecast.
This really is looking like that planet on Riddick. I immediately recognized that reference you did at the beginning of the forecast. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That made me smile.
Yeah, it's like where they have the prison. It's whatever planet that is. You have to be underground because it's just so daggum hot outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like if you just walk outside, you'll literally fall to the ground because you'll
exactly
because of how hot it is.
Oh man, it's really hot today.
Good movie. Hey, check it out, right? And it's good. I imagine with the humidity, it's going to feel like the heat index, right? You said it was going to feel a little
up to 105 in some cases. So pretty warm to say the least.
Riddick weather indeed. That's funny. All right, well, ESPN 8, the Ocho returned over the weekend, and one of the more unique competitions was the housekeeping games. Look at her. Looks like one of the competitors are going in between wet signs, sweeping carpets, and I guess whenever they're done, looks like there's people looking. Oh, yeah, he waved his. Yeah, I could see in the corner of there, he waved a folder that he was holding or a card.
Okay.
And I guess that signified that that was the winner.
She's the best vacuumer.
Best vacuumer. Okay. Hey, maybe this is something for the resume if you're ever looking at being, I don't know, like somebody who cleans, like
yeah, no kidding.
One of those teams, like of maybe 1 or 2, 3 people that clean.
Yeah, NASCAR team for bed making.
Yeah, and see how fast you can make the bed and stuff and the quality of it. So that's pretty interesting.
Kind of a fun idea. I like that.
That was cool. The competition, we're told, is organized by a cleaning industry trade association. So that makes sense how that would happen because I was like, how did this start?
Yeah.
Apparently it's that. That's really cool.
I guess so. But that's pretty fun. Yeah, making beds or vacuuming. They're mopping the floors, getting around. Man, they could come over to my place next.
Fun. Yeah, that's what makes it fun, right? So I thought that was interesting. All right, we got to move on. An Ohio couple got married at their workplace, and it happens to be McDonald's. George and Jamie Calico didn't actually fall in love at the McDonald's. They met at an amusement park. That's where they got engaged, but they're working together at McDonald's now, and their boss came up with the idea of hosting the wedding at McDonald's. Also, just a note, I think my earpiece just went dead, so, oh goodness, don't you love that? But the McDonald's with the whole, it looks like they had it all themed to the company.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And I don't know if I'd get married at McDonald's.
I was going to say, or even McDonald's put aside, even your workplace. Like, would you get married here at Ozarks First?
Probably not. I'd want it to be unique and different. No offense to this place. I think it's wonderful,
Yeah.
But it's not the place for a wedding.
Not really, no.
It's just, you'd have to have unless you worked with like a specific wedding caterer or something, yeah.
Maybe. Now, catering here is pretty easy. Now, I wonder if they did actually have catering. Or did they just say, hey, you want some food? There's the checkout line.
Gotcha.
So just go walk up there, get what you want.
Yeah, why not, right?
I don't know.
All right, well, we got to move on. Wendy's drops a spot in the rankings for the largest burger chain. The fast food restaurant sales slipped 7% last quarter. It's 6th straight skid in sales. That's enough to drop it out of the number 2 position. Wendy's new CEO, Bob Wright, acknowledged the problems and said the company has pinpointed some areas to work on. And meanwhile, Burger King rose up to number 2 and McDonald's remains number 1. McDonald's taking the cake here, or rather the burger. I don't know.
Yeah, right. That's right.
I thought
they're
that
a good one. And they're everywhere. You're saying like McDonald's is global, Burger King real popular, international.
Yes, my wife saw a lot of those whenever we were going. Whenever she went to Europe, I didn't go with her because I had work, but. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere. You're staying here.
No. What more is there to say? It's incredible how widespread these franchises are.
Oh, it's insane. It's all over the place. Yeah, the big burger places, they're making splashes everywhere.
I was surprised to see that. Making splashes of grease, trap grease. I'm getting a little smooth here.
Good, coming up at the end of the show here, my God.
That's horrible. All right. Well, hundreds are flocking to Russia for a yearly festival dressed in their best costumes. To paddle across a popular waterway, many gathered in Moscow on Sunday while dressed up in wild looks to row merrily down the stream in the Yaza River. The paddle boarders donned colorful outfits, traditional costumes, and other fun pieces as they made their way through the Russian capital. They were serenaded by live bands, and cheerleaders above them kept high energy levels high during the event. Cool stuff, Tom. Awesome.
Yeah, a little bit. Some pretty creative costumes.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like a little ship or something.
Yeah, something like that. That's really
Look
cool.
at all those people. My gosh.
Yeah.
There's thousands of them there.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
there's so many colors of boats too. That's really cool. Yeah, I am so scared. I don't know when we're gonna end the show because this went completely dead. I sincerely apologize, but
we got time. We got 30 seconds. We're told.
30 seconds. Okay. We usually hear the producers in our ear when we do this, but yeah, no, that looks really cool, and it looked like it was a great day to get out on the water.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Summertime in the northern hemisphere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Warm everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, guess what, Stoker?
Yeah.
Stay with us because we're going to wrap up Daybreak after this.
Sounds good.
Hi, this is Brad for Womack Monument Company. If a loved one's monument has, with the passage of time, accumulated moss, algae, or environmental stains, the Womack Monument Company family is here to help. With over 64 years' experience, we will utilize the latest in equipment and modern methods to restore your monument's beauty. Please allow our family the opportunity to serve yours. Womack Monument Company in Springfield, Bolivar, Monette, Aurora, and throughout the Ozarks. For those you love, crafted by those who care.
Most of the clients I represent, they're going up against some of the most well-funded, well-armed adversaries out there. What they need is someone who can tear down those roadblocks. This is what we do for a living. The law offices of Brian Musgrave focus on client customer service because we feel that everyone deserves dignity and respect.
This back to school, no need for math. With our lowest price guarantee at Shoe Carnival. No bargain hunting, no price comparing, no number crunching. Just the lowest prices on everything in store, like Adidas, New Balance, Crocs, and must-have brands up to 30% off. So save the math for pizza night. Hurry into Shoe Carnival today for our lowest price guarantee, where back to school always adds up to saving.
Does a lake life sound like a dream, but you don't know where to start? Here at Kelly Sport, we help you and your family find the right boat, and most importantly, educate you on how to make memories that'll last a lifetime. Because what's the point of owning a boat if you don't know how to use it? We're not just another marina, we're your boating family. Our legacy is our people, our family, but most importantly, yours. Please join us today. We'd love to have you as part of the Kelly Sport family.
Welcome back. A customer on Reddit claims they were food shamed by a restaurant. They tried to purchase 3 lamb skewers at one of those places that has an iPad order screen. But before she could check out, some messages popped up, including, for your own health concern, an average adult's intake should not exceed 1,000 calories. That's what it said. The messages caused lots of Reddit users to respond, including one saying, "This is so dystopian, let people eat freely." And another said, "Mom, is that you?" Yeah, the food on the screen looked really good. So
No
maybe
kidding.
I don't blame them for ordering a lot.
Yeah, who cares? Like, what kind of lamb skewers are these?
If you're going out to eat, like you said earlier, you should pig out and then obviously, get the healthy stuff at the grocery store.
No, forget. You don't need it. No. No. But if you're going out to eat, you can also take it home with you, right? If
That's
you don't,
true.
So who cares? If you don't finish it, great. Hey, I'll take a box over here. Thank you.
Yeah. I was looking at that, and isn't this the cashew chicken capital of the world?
Oh yeah, well it started here. Absolutely.
It was like a
style cashew chicken.
Special kind of chicken. I noticed that before. I came here and I saw all these Asian restaurants around here, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pig out, until I realized maybe that's not the best thing for me long term. So what we did is. We go out with you guys on occasion, like we went to Omo's that one time.
Yeah, we did. One time,
that was nice, But they never said anything like what this was about how much we ate.
No, well, we did, but that was after you left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's funny. I will say, yeah, we're going to take one last look at the forecast. Let's copy and paste.
Yeah, I don't want to miss this, right? Man, a lot of changes on there. 95 for today. Upper 90s all the way through, end of the week, end of the weekend, and then maybe a little bit of change on the way for the start of next week. Maybe some rain, going from 97 to 93. Hey, there's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
That's the best we got, I'm afraid. Stoker, what do you do on these hot days? You just stay inside mostly? Do you go to a pool somewhere?
That's a good question.
What do you like to do?
Usually I would go to, well, number one, this last weekend, because my wife was busy, I just ended up staying inside because I was like,
Sure.
well, if I'm going to do something by myself, I guess it's not really that fun. You know how you want to do stuff with people, and if it's in the heat, it's going to be like, dang.
I just standing there like, okay, that's
You know?
fun, yeah.
Yeah, whereas, you know, I might go swimming at the Stockton Lake. That's where I like to go.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah.
Good little place.
Yeah. What about you, Tom?
Oh, stay inside sometimes. Go for a walk, maybe later on in the day.
Yeah, that's
Not
pretty
the
good.
heat of the day.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to wrap things up here. It's looking beautiful outside. Heads up, Unscripted is next on Channel 49. We'll see you guys again very soon.
Having ugly seams all over your house is the only option for most homeowners. These leaky gaps become real problems over time. Our siding is seamless and beautiful. So here's the deal. As unused materials are brought back from job sites, we end up with lots of shorter pieces of siding in our warehouse. If you'll let us use those shorter pieces of siding instead of recycling them, we promise only 1 or 2 seams on the back of your home. You'll save a whopping 30%, and if you get windows too, you save even more. Click.
Welcome to Quarles Supply in Bolivar and Kubota of Lebanon, where we make it simple to buy a new Kubota. Like the Kubota L2502, the #1 selling tractor in America, known for its affordability and durability. From Kubota skid steer loaders to mowers to utility vehicles, Kubota tractors are known for their affordability and durability. Remember, at Quarles Supply in Bolivar and Kubota of Lebanon, we make it simple to buy a new Kubota.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
What makes a Medicare Advantage plan actually work for its members?
People at the insurance place, when he brought me in on Devoted, and I thought that sounds like a pretty good deal.
A plan that works has to have real value, the stuff that changes outcomes for the better.
I've got an estimate on what the procedure coming up is, and it's next to nothing.
Real value, real values, the real deal. Visit devoted.com to learn more.
I hear trumpets as we welcome you to CBS Mornings on this Tuesday. I'm Gail Kane.
I'm Vladimir Jutsia. And I'm Nate Burleson.
We've got breaking news for you about an elaborate plan to keep the president safe overseas. Plus, there is confusion over a new executive order on childhood vaccines. We'll tell you what this all means for parents and your children. But first, here's today's eye-opener. It's your world in 90 seconds. We are learning stunning details of how President Trump used a catering truck to sneak off Air Force One amid threats from Iran.
This new reporting indicates an assessment that the level of threat against President Trump was quite significant.
We're in Colombia after a powerful and deadly earthquake flattened communities there. Experts are sounding the alarm over more shark sightings near popular beaches along the East Coast.
Usually we'll see 1 or 2 here and there. This is a large volume.
President Trump signs an executive order that calls for spacing out childhood vaccines into separate medical visits.
This golfer on a course in Cincinnati was nearly killed by a lightning strike.
This Brazilian soccer player going viral for his rush to meet fans gone wrong when he jumped over the barrier there. Oh! Walking away with just a twisted ankle.
The real kicker is the goal was later declared offsides. It didn't count. Here it is. And knuckle back our way. And a fine catch down below.
Phillies Cardinals game, the excitement of catching that foul ball, right? And this young fan is so overcome with emotion. Happy tears. Tears of joy.